Hello, my name is Latika, and I help working millennial moms get promoted so they can live a life that they want by having a balanced lifestyle. And I do this by providing them what they need to manage life better, to build their career, and then to have or become a better version of themselves. Today, I want to talk to you about writing the vision and making it plain. So many of us have heard that scripture or phrase so many times throughout the years. But I want to delve into this today. So I want to take you to Habakkuk chapter 2, verses 2 and 3 to discuss what it actually says. And it reads, "And the Lord answered me, write the vision, make it plain on tablets, so he may run who reads it. For still the vision awaits its appointed time. It hastens to the end, it will not lie. If it seems slow, wait for it. It will surely come. It will not delay." So powerful, this scripture. And if you're familiar with the story of Habakkuk, it's a very short book in the Bible. It's only 3 chapters. And this book is talking about Habakkuk himself and seeing all of the turmoil, seeing all of the bad that of the world at that particular time. And he's pleading to God, praying to God, God, I know you see this happening. Why aren't you doing something about it? And then God eventually shows him through a vision what he's going to do, but he has to be patient. He has to wait for it. So Habakkuk is telling us that we have this vision that God has given us. And it's so important for us to write it down. It's so important for us to write it down. I will say that we forget, but a lot of times we won't, because when it's a vision that God gives us, we don't forget it. It may be in the back of our mind, but it's something that we never forget. But it's so important that you write it down, because when you write it down, it becomes concrete. It becomes real. And then you are held accountable for doing it because you wrote it down. And the scripture says, make it plain. It has to be simple. And then it says, so that he may run with it. So I just want to encourage you that when you have this vision that God has given you for ministry, for business, for career, it's so important that you not only write it down, that you make it simple, but then that you actually do it, that you run with it. And I will tell you that me, myself, I received the vision from God last March to open my own business, And it was so important for me to write it down. And then, even though it's taken me a while to understand exactly or to gain that clarity from God in which direction He wants me to go, it was important for me to write it down to actually see it. And then to be in constant communion, constant communication, constant talk, constant prayer, constant pleading with God. Give me the clarity. Let me see what it is that you have for me to do. And I ran with it. I ran with it. So I just want to encourage you that whatever it is that God has given you, that you actually go about and you do it. You run with it. You write it down, you make it simple, and you run with it. And then the important thing to also understand is that this vision awaits its appointed time. So you're going to get this vision, but God is never going to tell you, okay, in 5 years, this is what's going to happen. You have to wait for it. Do the prep work. Do all the prep work. God has already given you what you need. He's already equipped you with what you need. So do the prep work. Be prepared. Be ready so that when the time comes, when the appointed time comes, you're already ready and you're set to go run with this vision that He has given you. So I just want to encourage you that today, if there is something that God has given you that you may not understand, you may not have clarity on, but you know that God has given you a vision, then I encourage you to contact me so that I can help you gain that clarity. We can sit and pray together so that you can gain that clarity from God and understand exactly what the vision is, how to make it simple, and then actually how to accomplish it. So I will leave the link in the notes in the description below so that you can get in contact with me and learn more about this program that I have, Enhance the Vision, which really holds into that clarity that you need to accomplish the vision that God has for you. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.